Yellow? Aha, okay. How's everyone doing, by the way? Just let's see if we can... Ah. Look! It's me, just like normal. Nothing wrong here. This is what it's supposed to be. Oh, says, hello, Ghost Grayson. Ah. Hey, everyone. Hey, so here's the deal. As per what I just... Is the game running right? I don't know. Seems like it's stuttering slightly. Don't. Is that just my eyes? Wait, does it have to look on the... It seems like that looks okay on the stream. I can't tell though for sure. Maybe it's just my imagination because there's way more names here than usual. People are actually coming in for the holiday event, I see. Well, so yeah, just as uncanny as usual. Yeah, it's great. Okay, so here's the deal. I think the game is running a bit... Hold on, let me just... I want to look at something. Ah, perfect. Okay. Well... okay, so here are the things going on. By the way, I hope everyone's having a lovely Friday. It's just me today. Smo can't do it, so we're doing Final Fantasy XIV instead. We're gonna try. I don't know if. Okay, so here's what's happening, right? I just barely posted over in the YouTube chat that literally moments before I was getting ready to go live, I had everything all set up, and then just the VTube Studio just randomly crashed. That happens sometimes, you know. Sometimes it just like wigs out and it'll crash, and that's fine. And so I went to restart VTube Studio. That's the software I used to run my model, and it just wasn't working. It just wouldn't connect to my camera, wasn't recognizing it. And so then I opened up my camera, and I guess I'm using an iPhone for my camera. And so I opened up iTunes to see what it was doing. And just like, we detected a new update for your iPhone. It needs to be updated immediately. And not only does it need to be and I like restarted and like tried to cancel out this update like 4 times. But it's just refusing to let me connect to the computer until it's updated. But it sucks because part of that updating it's doing is that it's trying to like make a backup on my computer. And I've been trying every which way I can figure it out, but like it's insisting on making a backup first before it does the update. I don't know what kind of update it is, but like it's absolutely demanding. And it's kind of just said like 20 minutes till it's finished. And it's been saying that for about 20 minutes. The progress bar maybe not quite 10% of the way across the screen. It is moving very slowly. But yeah, I don't know. And it's just not letting me... You need to do emergency ping tuber for the time being? Something. I mean, I guess I could ping tube it. I guess I could try to figure that out real quick. Just not... I used to actually have a backup ping tuber. I haven't had to use it for like 2 years though, because I thought I had solved VTube Studio largely. But I gotta be honest. Hold on, let me back it up over here. So, okay, so the other problem I was just saying is that because I was noticing the game, and I don't know if you guys can tell. Maybe it's like just me, which kind of hope that's the case. That'd be ideal. Like, I think the game is getting slightly choppy because whatever iTunes is doing is like taking all of my CPU. Like, my CPU is currently sitting at like 96% use. And that's as long as that's like if I don't move in the game. The second I like start moving around, like it shoots up to 100% use. And so like iTunes is just like stealing my entire computer's resources for whatever it's trying to do. and it's not even doing it very well. And it won't let me do anything else till it does its thing, because it's freaking Apple. Apple's the worst. Like, if I had to, like tech companies, like, if I could, like, nominate, you know, worst of the worst, like, how Apple's not doing great lately. It's angering me all the time. So yeah, it's basically just trying to crash my computer because it hates me. I don't really know what to do about that. Hi, Jarek, how you doing? Well, it says that's because Apple products and programs are smelly. It's honestly true. I don't know. Like, it's one of those things. Like, I have an iPhone because my boss wanted everybody to get iPhones that at work because it works best with like the kinds of software they've got set up on the back end for their stuff, like as far as how we like submit work orders and fill out paperwork and stuff. Is all like Apple stuff. And so I got an iPhone for that, and then I've kept iPhone because it supposedly has like the best camera for VTubing. It's got like the best like facial camera, I guess. I don't know how much better it is to be worth some of the nonsense I have to put up with. But that's what we got. Yeah. So I'm just kind of stuck without a camera for, like, I truly don't know. It's probably going to take 2 hours. Like, I don't know. I'm pretty salty about that, I'm going to be honest. But yeah, so, sorry, I guess, yeah, I don't want to... But anyway, so I see Hatoon, Lala, and Jarek are here, or at least stopping by. Well, it says, we'll just watch you bob emotionlessly. It's fine. I mean, I think let me just check real quick. I might be able to set up my ping tuber. I used to have him working. I just haven't had to use him for, I mean, years. Just actually years. So let me see if I could even... Oh, that's not what I thought that would be. Okay, hold on. I think I might be able to get this to work. But anyway, so I'm gonna spend just a couple minutes trying to get this, see if I can get something going here. Or maybe just on the off chance like it decides to finish and let me use my dadgum phone for a camera. Like, I think that's really the problem with that. Because they kind of just get to do whatever they want with it when they feel like. Like, you can kind of delay updating stuff for a while, but at some point they just kind of like say like, nope, and then force update. But like, also like, I try to keep track of, I try to keep on top of updates because this happens. And I feel like I just checked like, I don't know, maybe 2-3 days ago. And it's like, this must be like a new thing, but like usually they don't force update you unless it's been like a couple of weeks or something. So I don't know. It's a mystery. Okay, so let me see if I... Oh my gosh, now Discord can't hear me. Oh my goodness. Hello? Oh my gosh, Discord's not working. Okay. Well, that's a problem. I know you can't hear me, Discord. Can people hear me? No, they can hear me. It's just Discord being a butt. Hold on. Okay. I think my audio software is crashing. I don't think I can blame Apple for that, but I really want to blame Apple for that. I just... Why? Well, this is my Samsung. Sometimes it'll pick up my phone and it'll be like, update or schedule it for later. So it's at least giving me the option of later if I need my phone right away. No, I mean, Apple usually lets you do that too, but like they kind of just reach a point where they eventually just force you to do it. But usually they give you time. Just I stopped using Apple because of this. I use a Samsung, and they will usually warn me about an update, and I can just start right then if I want. I change to blame Apple for everything. It says Apple is eating up CPUs. Actually, Apple is eating up my CPU. Because now I'm trying to run... My gosh. I literally... What is life? Hold on. Hello? Okay. Sorry, I'm just... Ooh, that was probably normal for that to do it. Jarek says, do you want any free company actions active for stream? I appreciate it, Jarek. I don't think we need anything. Like, I think tonight we're just doing the Halloween event. I don't think we're doing, like, any other stuff. I mean, if you're on anyone you want to activate stuff, I mean, go for it. I don't think I'll need anything in particular. Except just mercy from the heavens above for just a moment. Hello? Okay. Okay, so now Discord hears me, right? No, Discord does not hear me. Discord? No? Why not? Hello? Okay, now it's working. My gosh. Okay. Oh my gosh, guys. We're gonna make this. We're gonna make it happen. I swear this to you. So now, I got my pink tuber working. So my pink tuber is working. I just need to figure out how to get it onto OBS because I've forgotten how I got that set up before. I used to have all the settings and I deleted them all because I hadn't used them in so long. I was like, I'm gonna tidy up OBS. I don't need this anymore. I'm better. And now I've got to come crawling back. So we're just how's the Halloween event been for people, by the way? Do people like it? Oh, it says gold sauce for law. You could check your Mogpendium because that started too. What's a Mogpendium? Just once Gray gets this figured out, the stream will end in 20 minutes. Don't, guys. I'm doing my best. Please. Have mercy. Also, I want to be absolutely clear that actually the current tome. Oh, current tomes. Okay, that's cool. That's good to know, actually. I definitely want to stay more up to date on the Mog Tome stuff because there's usually some good prizes if you actually keep up with it. Okay, so let me just finish getting this set up real quick, hopefully. Copy. Let's see if this works. Doesn't seem... Wait. It's working. Guys, I did it. Kind of. Hold on. We delete him forever. He never comes back. He's gone forever, dead. Unfortunately, I haven't had this set up with my new model yet. Again, because I thought I fixed this problem years ago. So we're back to classic Grayson, I guess, tonight. Classic Pink Tuber Grayson. Probably been over 2 years since we've seen this form of Grayson. You can tell because he's got the alien badge on his chest. Who here even remembers when I wore the alien badge? That's how classic this is. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're back in the game. Let me see. My goodness, I'm gonna lose my dadgum mind. Okay, we're here. Maybe. Okay, this one has so many good prizes. At least IMO says Lala. Want the donut earring. The donut earring on both ears. Lala's kind of indeed. Routine says great. Can you get the Great Serpent of Ringa? First thing I thought says Lala. least on Tiny, I thought this altar, however spelled on kit for... I don't... You guys are talking about, like, random accessories. I'm too manly for accessories. All I need is my slime hat, and I'm happy forever. Okay. So, oh, that's right, I almost forgot my CPU is maxed to the gills. Let me, oh my gosh, where's the tab? Wait a minute, did iTunes? Okay, iTunes is maybe 15% done. So, it's not even going to be done by the time the stream ends, so I'm going to say, F it, just real quick, hold on. So, we're just going to ping tube tonight, we're just going to give up on having cameras and nice things, because the universe doesn't always want us to be happy. Sometimes it wants to kick us and laugh. So, oh gosh. Don't hide from me. There we go. Okay, sorry, I'm just closing a couple things. Well, that sort of helped. Is that at least... Okay, hold on. Let me do one other thing here. So I basically just like force shut down iTunes to make it stop stealing my stuff. And now I'm just gonna... Okay, there we go. I think that's gonna get better for us now. Slowly but surely that'll probably start getting better. I just set up a different thing just so that it'll start... Because Smo showed me a cool program that kind of like helps like allocate resources more efficiently. So we'll see if that helps with... Oh man, I don't... The game is running funny, like... It's making me kind of motion sick the way it's like looking on my monitor. I don't know if you can tell on the stream side. I hope not. But that's like got some super yucky movement to my eyes. Jarek, I gave you cheaper teleports and longer sprint time in cities. Let me know if you want one changed. Aw, thank you, Jarek. Very kind. The tune says go to the amphitheater, slime baby. It's got to be your landlord. I'm positive they placed a curse on you. The tune says you don't have a HUD. Yeah, HUDs are for suckers. Yeah, the game is running at like 15 frames a second for me. Oh my gosh, I can't look at that. Oh no. Oh, that's actually giving me like a really bad headache already. Okay, let me see if I can... Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Blink. I'm gonna try to see if I can just restart the game real quick. And see if maybe that'll fix it, because that is gonna make me like vom super bad if I have to look at that. I'm like, why like this? Okay, so well, it says see if anything else is eating your computer's memory or whatever makes games run good. I mean, see active processes. Looks like it's basically still just Apple. Apple just trying to run things regardless of what I want. Apparently, even if you task manager force close, Apple still tries to do things. Okay, now it's closing down. Yeah, 60% of my processor is being used on something right now. What is happening? It says my browser is open 3 times, which doesn't seem accurate. Wait a minute. Hold on. No, wait, no. What? Impossible. Oh, that's... Oh, maybe. Hold on. It's not impossible. I see. Oh, it's all so obvious now. Okay, sorry, I'm just try to close a few more things and see if I can make it behave. Quiet. So, oh, by the way, sorry, I'm trying not to. A terrible stream so far. I really apologize. Hatun says, didn't know that you would need Dramamine to be a VTuber. Man, my motion sick is so finicky. Sometimes I get motion sick watching my husband play Silent Hill 2 remake. I was okay, Ray, were you? I'm sorry. I I know it's like a joke and everything, but like I truly don't mean for it to be this way. Like I just want to like stream and have it be a good time for people. Um that does actually remind me because this is actually the thing I wanted to start the stream talking about, but all this other redonkulicious nonsense has happened instead. And don't worry, Hatun, I'm using all those sweet phrases you gave me earlier. I'll be sure to incorporate them properly into the streams as necessary. But sorry, I'm just like I'm closing even like the teensiest thing that doesn't need to be open right now. Just hoping it helps. I think I already have this one. No, I don't. Okay. That is everything I can think of closing, and we're still sitting at like a weirdly high amount of processor use. So I don't really know what else to do. Okay, cool. On that super fun, happy time note, I'm going to go ahead and try to get the game opened again. And we'll just kind of see. If everything kind of like works, that'd be great. Let's just look, sometimes a good time for us, even if it's a sad time for you. That's all. That kind of hurts somehow for some reason. Oops, wait a minute. I tried to open the wrong game like an idiot. That's the one I wanted to open. Sorry. Oh yeah, so I was playing Lies of P earlier, which is a fun game. I like it. I'm already like halfway through my second run through. It's amazing how much easier the game is the second time, like once you actually like know all the dumb things. But it's a fun game. Oh wait, no, that's not what I wanted to talk about. Okay, so here's what I actually want to talk about, and this is probably gonna end up being a terrible way to do it because no one's gonna everyone's gonna stop in for like a second, see that we're power struggling, and leave immediately. But something I want to figure out. And I guess it's essentially Toon, Lol, and Jarek, maybe, if Jarek cares at all. Because something I wanted to talk about is that on your own sometimes. Streams per all the time would be boring, says a Toon. So painful. My ping image would cry right now if it could. You don't even know. But I wanted to talk to everybody. So everybody knows, last few days I've been like running some polls on YouTube, trying to figure out like the future of Sunday streams. And it's been really interesting, right? Because both polls, and I try to like, I don't know, because the first poll came out and it was like heavily in favor. Okay, is that better? Question mark. That's a little better. Let me know how that looks for you all. I can probably look at this and not want to puke out of my eyes. As long as it looks okay for all of you. Oh, hey, Damien. How you doing? Holy crap, it's been a long time since I've seen you in-game. How are you, by the way? Jarek says, how's that? It looks... It looks okay for me. How does it look for everyone else, I guess? If I could see it, I'd tell you. Oh, I forgot. You guys are so picky about this stuff. There. Sorry, I didn't have it on the stream yet. I'm sorry you just wasted your ability, Damien. I'm sorry, Jarek. The tunes that it looks dark. That's definitely not what the people commenting on your streams are saying. It looks like 14 says lol. Okay, sweet. If it looks fine for you guys, that's the main thing. Because I know, like, by the time like it reaches YouTube, it's like slightly compressed, and I don't know how much of what I'm seeing actually reaches you anyway. Like, for me, we're not really running it like... We're probably running it like not quite 30 FPS. Like, it doesn't look right, but it doesn't look like... Cause, like, when I was trying to run it earlier, like, it looked like stop motion animation, like, in the worst way. So it was making my brain real unhappy. I think we can make this work for now. But anyway, I wanted to say, because the poll came out wildly in favor of continuing Final Fantasy, right? But I will also say that the poll was a lot more people voted in both of those polls than actually come to the streams, which was interesting, right? So I think last I checked, we had like 20-ish votes on both of them. And I was trying to like phrase it both ways to make sure I was like... So I kind of wondered, like, the first poll, like, if maybe I just like wasn't clear about what I was wanting, or like what I like was trying to like say to people, because I'm trying to think how to phrase this. Because like I don't want to play Final Fantasy if the people who watch my streams don't want to watch me stream Final Fantasy, right? Like, does that track? Does that English make sense? Like, I'm happy to play the game if people want me to play the game. And according to the polls, everybody wants me to, or at least like a good 2/3 majority wants me to continue playing the game. But like, I also know that we don't normally have 20-ish people watching the streams. I mean, it's possible. It's hard for me to ever like really know. Like, there might be people like that watch the VODs afterwards. I really don't have like a good way to measure that, because YouTube is like not really good with like small metrics, you know, like, because if it's like, you know, 5 people or less, like, YouTube's not going to really measure that in any kind of way that I can detect. Like, if there are people who watch the VODs and I don't know, which could be happening. Maybe that's why we got more votes than we thought. But it's also just like I want it to be, if I continue playing 14, like the actual story mode, like we're just goofing around on the quest today, right? The pumpkin event, whatever this is. And like doing these kinds of streams is fun, because these are just like good goof arounds. You can kind of like do a fun, silly thing and hang out. Like, there's a good excuse for like everybody to kind of hang out and do whatever, right? But then as far as the actual story content, where there has been a bit more divisive opinions, like, I really want to be sure that like I'm kind of playing to what the majority of people want. And I really thought that running a poll would be like the easiest way to do that, but I'm kind of... It's like left me more confused because the results of the poll have been so opposite what we're hearing in the streams. Which means it is your community which has more than 700 people who saw the post. Wallace says, yeah, I get it. I mean, it's true, like... Because theoretically, like, in community posts are kind of funny because you can actually get community posts from channels you aren't even subscribed to. I actually tested this out like a couple years ago. I think I just like sent out a poll of just like being like, if you see this poll, are you subscribed? Yes or no? And I got like a good like 20% of the people that voted said they weren't even subscribed. So I was like, okay. It's like I think you can just like randomly get it, or maybe like if you like watched it like one time briefly, you might get the post. But it just turns out that whenever you put up a poll, just a lot of people offer an opinion, even if it's not really something they care about. I think I even said that like in the second poll, and maybe nobody actually read the whole thing either, because I think in the second poll I specifically said, please only vote if you actually watch the streams. And we still got like more votes in that second poll than we got in the first poll. I was like, well, I know this isn't true. Like, I know for a fact we don't have like 20 people, at least not all at once, coming to a single stream. So it's like, I don't know who's... I don't know. So I don't know. I thought that'd be the easy way to clean it up. Maybe it isn't. Tattoon says the community post is probably an algorithm pusher. I mean, maybe. I don't know. Like, there are some things I've learned about like how YouTube does things. Like, I've kind of started to like understand a little bit of it, but there's still a lot that like I kind of shrug my shoulders on. And actually, I don't know if I really talk about this much like on stream, but like I've actually I consume a lot of like YouTube educational content because I do want to better understand how YouTube works. You know, it's kind of like the same idea, like, you know, I've set up my shop on YouTube, so to speak. My channel is on YouTube. And it's the same like when you move to like a new city, you kind of want to like at least have like a baseline understanding of like the local politics. So like I guess I want to have a baseline understanding of like how YouTube is because I'm here. But I still don't really know, honestly. Well, it says, like I've said it, you're too negative for me. I just won't watch it. That's what I had been doing before your break anyway. I'd like to watch you enjoying a game, but if that isn't happening, I won't, which is fair. So that's why I've said if you really don't like it but still want to play, once you're more on the enjoying side than the UG side, maybe consider streaming it again. Right, and that's kind of been my thought, is that I think it ended up being like the least popular option of everything in both polls, but I just thought like I could maybe just do like edited videos of like the main scenario content for people that want to watch that. You know, could just do that, just like off stream on my own time, like do those things, and then save like the Sunday stream for like other games that people actually want to watch and have fun with. But that ended up being like the least popular one, so it's like, you know, that just like wasted time then? I don't know. It's like I still might, I don't know. No, let's go ahead and let's play let's play through this holiday quest real quick, because we've already been streaming for 40 minutes and we're power struggling. But let's go ahead and I want to do this questy quest, and then maybe like after we're finished with it, because I can't imagine it'll take us more than like an hour, even at our speed pace. So let's do this fun thing, and then we'll maybe talk about it more after stream as well, or like just later on, like when other people are here to offer opinions and thoughts. Because I don't know, I really do want these to be like fun for people. Like I worry about that. I do. Like, all joking aside, like I appreciate the people that spend time with me on these things. Like, I have fun. I want you to have fun. Like, that's why I hate it when everything explodes right before the stream starts, because then the stream is slightly less good. The pumpkin-headed apparition. I remember you. The ether-starved Arinan. Anyway, we'll talk about it a bit more later, maybe. Because I do want to get people's opinions on it. Is that... Who the hell is dressed like Walter White? Anyone else see that guy? Anyway, I don't want to judge him. To me, if you're considering recording your gameplay and when you have the time, you could do videos if that's what you want to do. I think for me, I was like, he already has lots of old VODs, but it doesn't have to be in chronological order, I guess. And it's... Yeah, and there's so many VODs now at this point. Like, I just don't know what to do about trying to get those all edited ever. It's like so much content at this point. That's partly why I stopped before. Is like, it was getting kind of depressing to be like, man, it's gonna... The pace at which I can put them out, it's like, it'll take years. And I was like, man, that's a lot. It takes a while. Also, I voted because I was thinking, like, leveling dungeons raids, even if you may not like the story of them all, and side quests or whatever. Tune says Halloween times great. Shark says Walter White is a level 100 culinary. That guy knows exactly what he's doing. I appreciate it. Okay, we're on the lookout for adventurers. It's been more than a few moons since last we met, friend. As it so happens, I have a proposition suited to your talents. Are you prepared to throw caution to the wind and consort with fiends most foul once again? Always. Only the foulest of fiends, and the most enigmatic of entities. Of course you are. But before we get to the heart of the matter, let us reflect upon the history of All Saints' Wake. On this night do fell fiends emerge to cavort and careen, unconcerned with the judgments of those on high, for the halls of the saints' heavenly abode ring with their merriment as the wine flows freely, and no one can be bothered to look down. Thus did God-fearing folk greet this particular sunset with trepidation, daring not to venture from their homes. No longer. Nay, for adventurers came and drove out the void scent, restoring safety to the city streets and marking the occasion as one of jubilation. That's all well and good, but what of the poor forsaken fiends? Are they too not deserving revelry? I wish us to see All Saints' Wake reborn as a celebration for all, be they ghost, ghoul, Credonian, or otherwise. And how do I propose to accomplish this feat? Binding obligations, friend. I've convinced the more sinister sorts to enter into contracts which forbid them from preying on mortals. In exchange, they are permitted to partake in the festivities. But there's one troubled soul who still seems incapable of getting into the spirit of things. Perhaps you'd be willing to give them a helping hand. Nothing too devilishly difficult, I promise. Before you get started, you want to get a grasp of the particulars by speaking with Papa Gruff. He ought to be performing one of his shows by the entrance of the Great Loam Growery. Now go. I shall be watching your performance with great interest. Also, Walter White's name is Colt45. So that guy's pretty cool. Hold on. We need to go to the growery, I think they said. Where's the growery? Is that the botanist field, I guess? Yeah, Great Loam Growery. Okay. Has everyone else already done the Halloween event, by the way? I think it has barely started like a couple days ago, right? So it's still like a relatively new sort of thing. I need to go this way somehow. I need to go up, though, to go there. It started today? Wait, really? I thought it started on the 15th. Am I crazy? Turn on 3 characters started today. Cartoon says you were too far away? Too far away? So far away? Ah, went the wrong way. Yeah, you can just follow the crowd of people. The 15th was for the Mogstone event. Oh. Also, they can't write. I mean, what Lawless substituted. Alright, I'll Get out of here, you. Your smelly tie, your smelly pants. Talking Papa Gruff. Although it pains me so, our humble performance must draw to a close. Let us then end things on a high note. Ladies and gentlemen, I bid you feast your eyes on the fantastic Philcox and his transformation magics. Philcox? Sorry, is it a wizard? What was all that about? Clowning and whatnot was right laugh, but the last bit was bleeding rubbish. Come on, let's get out of here. Yeah, it's always Philcox who screws it up. Once more you failed to muster up even an ounce of magical prowess. I had the crowd in the palm of my hand. You'd have been the toast of the town if not for your blunder. Belligerent fiend. There you go again, shrieking the same old tune. I've had it up to my eyeball with this farce. Just because you know a few cheap tricks doesn't give you the right to treat me like that. Can't stand the sight of you, let alone the thought of taking to the stage with you again. Good riddance. No. Well, well, fate has conspired for us to cross paths once again. Out with it, then. I know you're not here to swap pleasantries. A foul fiend failing to get into the spirit of All Saints' wake. I'd read you speak of Philcox, a fellow who stormed off in a huff. Like most of our ilk, Philcox and I have an insatiable appetite for ether, but unlike your garden variety void sent to hunt hapless mortals like beasts, we prefer to sate our hunger with their enthusiastic approval. I tell you, there's no aether as delectable as you'll find in food gifted in genuine appreciation. Which set me to thinking, perhaps preying on mortals is an old-fashioned and misguided approach. Thus did I commit to giving folk the sort of frights that dazzle and delight, winning hearts and minds, and in the process no small number of ether-laden delicacies. And what better occasion for such terrifying amusements as... Oh my gosh. And what better occasion for such terrifying amusements as All Saints' Wake? The method is catching, too. Many voids that now seek ether in this manner. Philcox is one such reformed individual. When I first laid eyes upon him, I sensed promise. But get him in front of a crowd and you're lucky to get a smattering of half-hearted applause, let alone a few measly crumbs. You'd be better off hearing it from the Ahriman's mouth, though. You can't have gotten far. Bye-bye. Are you saying you don't bathe, Greg, or do laundry? Look, I am a person of action. I don't have... Oh, hey, Tiny Gremlin. Think you can just show up and be cool, too? I don't have time for such menial tasks as laundry or bathing. Hey, Cloud, how are you? So the Gray doesn't wear the horns, he can't join the band. Cloud says, hello, Gray. Hey, Cloud, it's been a minute. How you doing? How you is? I did laundry today, but it was my kids. Gasp. Gotta make them do their laundry, Lala. I'm probably doing our laundry tomorrow morning. That sniveling whelp of an imp. Magic's this, magic's that. The sheer unbridled cheek of it. Philcox is practically frothing at the mouth. So incensed is he by his treatment at the hands of Papa Gruff, you must soothe him before attempting to start a conversation. Sooth. Forsooth, Philcox. Do not cry. Nay. Apologies, I had taken leave of my senses. Your timely intervention is much appreciated. Wait. By the look of you, I'd say you're an adventurer. Let me guess. That pumpkin-headed lady sent you to check up on me, did she? suppose it wouldn't hurt to tell you my tale. Try as I might, I just can't get the hang of transformation magics. Without the means to delight the crowds, we're starved for appreciation. I'm an Ahriman. Paralyzing prey with this big eye of mine, not a problem. Turning them to stone with this petrifying glare, a trifling task. Hells, I can even smell despair and all manner of negative emotions in the people around me. Obviously, paralysis and petrification won't win over an audience. My metaphorical nose for despair isn't going to put ether on the table either. I ought to just tell that pumpkin-headed lady I'm not cut out for this business. If you're here at her behest, you better come too. Bunch of weird Lalafell all hanging around him. Wait, where's the crystal? A cheerless hearer. Cheerless hearer? Level 80? Well, it's time for level 80 job. Dawn Trail installed and registered. I have Dawn Trail installed. Well, maybe not installed, actually. How do you do that? How do you install a thing when you get it? I could be a Pictomancer. I could be a contender. Where was I going? Mikado's Amphitheater. Cloud says, I'm awful freaking it as always, laying down but tuning in while I can. Fair enough. I need to do this event still myself. Apparently it just started today. I'm told by people as such. So they keep meaning to, but she's at school all day and I forget when she gets home. I need to remember to have her do it Wednesday after school because it's early release. Ah, perfect. It's important children learn the importance of menial labor. And Cloud says, hello everyone. Twin says, why are you asking for uppies, Gray? Don't belittle me, Atune. Very rude. A proud Lalafellian. I stand on my own two thick, kneeless legs. I gather you had a hand in Philcox's decision to lay bare his thoughts and feelings. Not that that did any good. I'm still stuck at square one. Underappreciated and underfed. Such a curious child. Are you truly so blind to your own potential? No doubt you have an inkling as to what I speak of. Pray share your wisdom with Philcox. Oh, I got wisdom for days. You can smell dark emotions. Use your gift to help those in need. It's true. I guess that's a thing you can do. I was gonna say, go spread more misery. Prank people. Egg their houses. TP their trees. Well, you'd be hard-pressed to find a void sent who'd suggest that. I don't see how helping others helps me, but then again, I know little of mortal ways, so perhaps I shouldn't heed your advice. Ah, wait. I see the logic in it now. What better way to make use of my talents and knock that pompous Popograph right off his pedestal? Oh, no, I'm getting ahead of myself. I have no idea where to start. Perhaps I can lend a hand with a little sleight of hand. Hold still. Gasp! Oh no! He's a goth! Actually, probably more of an emo, let's be real. His emo outfit. Not only is that getup guaranteed to turn heads, each and every thread in it is imbued with potent magic to aid in your newfound purpose. Oh, you know, I think I can feel it. Maybe this isn't going to be so tough after all. There you are. You know, I had thought to apologize for my harsh words earlier, since our act was my initiative and therefore our success, or lack thereof, was ultimately my responsibility. But I sense that you've been scheming. It pleases me to inform you, Popograph, that I have found a way to win over mortals on my own terms. Find that hard to believe, but since you seem so confident, why don't we have ourselves a contest? Yeah? Whoever garners the most affection, and thereby the largest share of ether-rich victuals, wins. And to the victor go the spoils of subservience. The loser will be bound to obey their every whim. How does that sound? You're on. I hope you're ready to bow and scrape. Yeah? That mortal epithet about one's bark being worse than one's bite comes to mind. Bear yourself, Philcox. This ain't no clown business now. I know I've got this marvelous magic outfit, but I'm still not entirely convinced I have what it takes to beat Papa Gruff on my own. Come with me, just until I get the hang of things. That's all I ask. I jiggled my hat accordingly. Very well. I shall leave Philcox in your capable hands. I completed the quest, guys. We're done today. Good job, everyone. Says, you know Lala have needs if you do command missions and go to the squatsy mode. There's no time, Lala. I've heard those are horrific and a waste of time. Cloud says, but yeah, probably going to pass out soon, but while I could want to stop and at least have a leave a like and lurk. Oh, nice. That's nice of you, Cloud. Always nice to see you when you can make it. And I hope you're... I don't know. I hope you've been recuperating. You know? Hope things have been going well for you. I haven't heard from you too much lately. Like, I see you on the Discord every now and again, but it's nice to hear from you. It really is. Toon says, you say that, but every time you see the real Grace in TM, you get incensed. It's true. You feel indescribable fury. Cloud Sam's been way too long. Sad face. Can't even... Oh my gosh. I trust you'll do everything in your power to assist Philcox in his endeavors. All fiends sated on All Saints' wake. After a nudge in the right direction, Philcox is ready to embark on his mission. How about we try and find a troubled soul in... How about we try and find a troubled soul in need of aid? Ah, but let's get out of here first. You know this is a scary event because we have to work with an emo. There's nothing scarier. There's always one thing or another with me. But yeah, I try to stay on the Discord often. I mean, it's nice to be able to hear you out there when you can, so. And I get it, like life is a lot at times. So, hope you're, you know, taking them as they come. Right, time to look for folk harboring negative feelings. Give me a moment. I don't know if it has anything to do with that pumpkin-headed lady's enchantment, but my powers feel more potent than ever. I've already found someone. And whoever they are, they're awfully flustered. Is fluster a negative emotion? There's the northeast, I think. Though I'm not sure where exactly. The roads here can be confusing. Truth be told, this is my first time in the city. I've got a decent sense of direction, but I've yet to grasp the lay of the land. Could I trouble you to lead the way? Our flustered target is northeast here. I'll be right behind you. Yo, guys, I got a party member. You may encounter conversation points. Oh. Guys, this is all I ever wanted from 14 is just to have a party with me. Why was that so much to ask? What is northeast? That's northeast. I get it. Come on, Phil Cox. We're going the most logical way possible to our destination. That's as best I can, at least. That's fair. A conversation point, you say? That clown was amazing. Discussed the delighted woman. Aha, such glee. They mentioned a clown. I'd wager they just had the privilege of seeing one of Papa Gruff's performances. Listen, I'll be the first to admit that he's an expert illusionist, and you've only got to look at folk like these ladies so that he knows how to work a crowd. But I won't be upstaged. I'll prove there's more than one way to win over an audience, by following your timely advice, that is. Given the delight written on their faces, our opponent must have earned himself some sustenance, which means we've got no time to lose. Onward. Small talk? Say, did I tell you that Phil Cox is just an alias? The pumpkin-headed lady suggested I use it to better engage with you mortals. My real name is actually... what does it matter? It's not like we'll see each other again when this is over and done with. Okay. We could, though. We could be besties. Also, didn't Papa Gruff usually, like, show up with, like, 2 or 3 other people sometimes? Or am I crazy? Jarek says, I can follow you around if you want, but I will be setting off explosions in the background the whole time. Big priest, Jarek. A flustered fellow. Oh, gods! Where has she gotten to? Ah, this must be the fellow my senses were leading me to. Shall we find out what ails him? You there, what's gotten you so worked up? Oh, forgive me. There was this poor little girl who'd been separated from her mother. I was helping her to look, but she suddenly disappeared. I can't simply abandon her, but then again, I have an urgent personal matter to attend to, and I don't know what to do. In that case, why don't I and my associate look for the girl? Then you can see to your affairs without worry. Thank you. She's a young lass dressed in blue. I hope you're able to find her forthwith. Yes. He certainly was a priest, yet here I am, empty-handed. Forget the food, we have a lost child to find. Yes. I'm detecting a despairing presence to the east of here. Odds are it's the girl, which means I have need of your navigational nose? Once again. After you. Okay, I knew at some point in this holiday event we were going to have to come across some kind of child. Because we all know these holiday events about traumatizing children. And subsequently untraumatizing. We repair the damage. There's always got to be at least a few kids that are having a bad time in these quests. For whatever reason. Papa Gruff. I should have known you'd turn up sooner or later. You mean his wife and child? He had a wife and son for some reason they've not been on in years? I swear they were here last year. I swear they were. Unless I'm crazy. Mama Gruff and Baby Gruff. Yeah. I've definitely seen them in events, so it can't have been that long. I haven't been playing that long. The tune says, are you not a child? Because it's children, the cause of all problems. This outfit fits way too well for my black mage's Jarek. I'm glad Jarek likes it. Distressed damsel. I thought this would be a fine opportunity to accrue some appreciation, but the poor girl is beside herself. She keeps calling after her mama. Might I enlist your help? This must be the lost lass we've been looking for. If we want to earn her thanks, we'll need to reunite her with her mother, wouldn't you say? I jiggle my hat. Which means we now have a lady to locate. Any suggestions? Behurdaber? Why don't you try feeling anxious? They're a novel emotion no one experiences. Ah, you're saying that the mother will be worried about her daughter having gone missing. Brilliant. This is exactly why I had you accompany me. Right then. Founder, I don't know which is the bigger boon, having you by my side or this fancy finery. I think I've learned my way around the city more or less. I'll handle the next part on my own. Wait here, I'll be back with the girl's mother in no time. Never heard of her? Lala says, I like that the horns are dyeable. I'm going to try to make Pejal horns for my white mage glam. Oh, fancy. Toon says, I like having more horns on my Aura. Glad everyone's happy. Like I'm just like looking at the girl and be like, yeah, still crying. It's not stopping. Darndest thing. Oh, 12 be praised, you're safe. You have my eternal gratitude. Thanks for finding Mama, mister. You're like, we did it. Do you believe me now, Papa Gruff? Sweet, sweet appreciation. In all courtesy of my special talent. Can't help but notice they didn't offer you anything edible by way of thanks. For my part, I've already been rewarded with a tasty morsel. Gasp. That said, the gift of food is far from guaranteed. Indeed, perseverance is key, which is why I find myself performing show after show. I suggest you approach this contest with the same tenacity, Phil Cox. I'm afraid he's right. Constant effort is key. Luckily, I sensed another troubled soul while I was tracking down the girl's mother. I'd better see what I can do to help. You know, I think I'm ready to go it alone now. Why don't you let our pumpkin-headed benefactor know? I'll come and find you when I'm done. I jiggle my hat. Goodbye, Phil Cox. You weird emo man. Well, I'm afraid my next performance calls. Until we meet again, adventurer. It's kind of a weird quest. Is this already, like, almost done? Usually there's a lot more hoopla. Fancy. Wait, the crystal is this way. Cloud says normal horns, hair horns, and hat horns. Cloud says luckily someone else is in distress. Literally what he said. No, Phil Cox is a guy I can get behind. Like, he's funny. Honestly, I mean, if Phil Cox's whole scheme is like just to like find depressed people and make them less depressed, he's gonna be in a boom in business. He's in Gordania. The adventure returns, and at the precise moment I predicted. I do hope keeping Phil Cox company wasn't too taxing. What of our fiend and his endeavors? You heard of her? I heard about her. You have my thanks, truly. Ah, speak of the devils, here they come. Dear, oh dear, that turned out to be a darn sight harder than I had anticipated. And all I have to show for my travails is a single cookie. To think the first gift I'd received would prove to be the last. Curses. I didn't receive so much as a crumb. I suppose this means you win. Very well, I'm yours to command, Papa Gruff. You admit defeat far too readily, Phil Cox. Nani? Ah! It's a child. Kick it. Hooray! We found you. I wanted to thank you properly for helping me and Mama. I brought you a pumpkin cookie. Wow. A cookie. We did it. We got a cookie. Simply scrumptious! I'm glad they were able to use a couple of different emotes to really sell the point home. Child traumatized. Checked. I guess she's happy about it. That's good. Popograp's like, okay. I'm glad you like it. Farewell. Makes it one apiece. A draw, then. Still, Philcox, while you had some assistance along the way, you've nevertheless done yourself proud. To think I'd live to see the day Papa Gruff sings my praises. Actually, awfully kind of you to finally admit that I might have worth. Is that all you desire? My begrudging acceptance? Have you forgotten your reasons for joining the festivities in the first place? Of course I haven't. The good people of Gridania are still in need of my help. And where there are common folk in need, there are cookies to be freed, given to me. Okay. We nod our heads. Adventurer, I'd better get going. But before I do, let me say this. I might have found a way to make the most of my talents, but I wouldn't have been able to do so without you and the pumpkin-headed lady. I'm sure we'll run into each other again one of these days. Till then. God, I was really hoping he was going to find an excuse to use his, like, petrifying gaze. The promise I sensed in Philcox when he and I first met was an illusory after all. I should take my leave too. It would be remiss of me to allow him to garner all the glory, to say nothing of the cookies. Should we tell them that cookies are like just kind of like empty calories? They're not actually nutritious at all. Like, it might be shaped like a pumpkin, but it ain't got no nutritive pumpkin value in it. Like, they're just gonna they're gonna be like stuffing themselves with cookies and then like keel over from like malnutrition. I'd say those two fiends ended up having themselves a frightfully fun-filled All Saints' Wake. Wouldn't you agree? And for your part in this, a fitting reward. I present you a set of finery as worn by Gridania's most emotionally perceptive Ahriman. Wow. Perhaps you wonder if your outfit is endowed with the same enchantment. You needn't worry. There never was an enchantment. That little shroud is my way of giving Philcox the confidence he so sorely lacked. Although I dare say such a measure was unnecessary, given he had you to cheer him on. Before I forget, you're hereby cordially invited to my humble abode for a get-together of sorts. Do drop by. I assure you it will be frightfully entertaining. Anyway, your help is much appreciated. At this rate, my vision of an All Saints' Wake for mortals and void sent alike might not be such a distant prospect. Though I do hope that these shenanigans haven't dulled your enthusiasm for this most occult of occasions. Bye. I got the clothes. You now have access to Sneaky Hollow. Speak with the unusual usher at Miketo's amphitheater to be escorted to the costume party. Indeed. Hi, Flirts. Flirt sends a heart. Very cool. Toon says, Gray, you are not allowed to kick the children. We're supposed to send them to the mines. Oh. Wants to kick them into the mines. So you only kick them to get them to work faster on the assembly lines. See, everyone understands. This is, once they sign up to join the mines, though, fair game. Just saying. Gotta encourage quick work. Ah, Papa Gruff. As you can see, I'm having no trouble earning myself a cookie or two. Now, if you don't mind, I'm in the middle of a show. Do me a favor and go bother Philcox instead. Where's Philcox? Philcox. I see him. I smell him. Taste him. Oh, it's you. I'm definitely starting to get the hang of this whole helping mortal slog. Else, I think I'm enjoying myself. Why is somebody dressed up like that one lady from that place? Oh, wait, no, that is the lady. Wait, is it? Oh, that... Wait, who is this? Wait. That's not the seeds here. Oh, is that the other chick? What's her name? Forget. That's Raya. That's right, Raya O. Okay, I was like, I don't know. There's only so many Pajal in this town, so I was like, anyway. I can get a magic prism. Ooh. It's a flying pumpkin. Wait, what is a flying pumpkin for? Oh, it's a tabletop item. I gotcha. I'm gonna take it. It's mine now. Ah! To Kelly. To Kelly Lee of the Swirling Abyss and Grayson. Goodsworth says, I've arrived. Hey, Goodsworth, how you doing? How's it been? Toon says, great, not knowing who Raya O is, the White Mage Quest. White Mage quests have been like 3 years ago now, Hatoon. Do you know what you did 3 years ago? I don't think so. No one even knows what they did last week, I can guarantee it. Because you don't have a table or a house. Or an apartment, I'll have you know. I'm utterly homeless, despite being the savior of Eorzea. That's kind of messed up if you think about it. Also, I left to go do a leap of faith without us. I can't believe this, the audacity. The Toon says homeless slime. Oh, that's my favorite anime. Reborn as a homeless slime in another world. That's got to be at least a light novel somewhere. There's no way that's not taken. All right. Anyway, wait a minute. General Genial Geyser. Okay, so there's the 2 different areas now. That's right. You can either go to the house or to the other thing, the Sneaky Hollow. That's right. Hatoon, of course, it's the stinky isekai. Where else would it... Hatoon, everyone knows that slimes only exist in isekai. Where have you ever seen a slime but not in isekai? Gozer says, had an okay day, severe dizziness with bad sleep for some reason, but I've been playing Void Train with friends, so all good in the end. Oh, lucky. I've never actually gotten to play Void Train, but it looks really fun. Like, it's got a concept that I really like. Like, I'm usually not really, like, into, like base building, like, material gathering games. But Void Train looks like it's got, like, it looks like it's fun. So that's cool. Hatoon says Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest is an isekai. Sometimes. Depending on which one you're playing, it's an isekai. So I think that counts. This pumpkin is bigger than I thought, says Jarek. That is, I mean, you right. You right, though. the big old noggin. Well, this is, how about just normal fantasy anime? Okay, what's a normal fantasy anime, lol? You can't name one. Every anime fantasy is an isekai. I declare right now with utter confidence. I cannot be proven wrong. Oh, this is Or Game. Toon says nope. Wizard says it's fun and upbeat. Although me and my friends overcompensated with resources and after 3 days have finished the tech tree. Wow. Toon says free rent. Free rent isn't a fantasy. because fantasies are fun and free rent isn't fun. Therefore, it's a fake to see. It's no good for anyone. The free rent is truly the unwatchable of the year. What are we doing again? Trying to think, like last time the quest was this, we had this quest, we were in Stormblood, I'm pretty sure. And since then we've advanced an entire half an expansion. That's pretty good if you think about it. Like in 1 year, half an expansion. We're going at a really good pace for this game. I'm really proud of us. Proud of us, even. Also, I did it. I finished the leap. You did it, Lala. We believed in you. All of us equally. Toon says, Gray is a loudmouth in a tavern who gets beat up by the head wench. The head wench? I ain't gonna get beat up by no wench. I'm tough. Nah. Who's beeping at me? What even is that? Sorry. Sorry, I was like, I got like a message. I was trying to like decipher what the person was texting about. But yeah, so I think that was really, it's kind of the extent of the plan tonight, in all honesty. Okay, actually, here's a couple of questions real quick. And I've got a few more people here in chat. First of all, Bard counts as a ranged DPS, right? Pretty sure it does. I'm wondering because I want to, because level 90 role quests will require a level 90 ranged DPS, right? Which I would need to get started on, you know, to get to level 90 before I finish Endwalker, which I'm going to finish Endwalker very soon, obviously. We all know this. It's undeniable. Lawless says yes, range. Jarek says yes. Lawless says physical. She says, pretty sure a bunch of ladies have beat you up. Garuda, Tsukuyomi, Suzaku. I've never lost to any of them. I'm a winner. Also, I don't even know who Tsukuyomi is. I refuse to remember that existence in my brain. Even a Suzaku. Wait, I don't even remember that one. Oh, that's the guy from Yu Yu Hakusho, isn't it? Wasn't Suzaku a guy? Am I crazy? Don't just like make stuff up. Goodswer says, I recommend Void Train for a one-off stream. My only complaint about it are the AI in Comet are basically aimbot and omniscient, and storage is a hassle if you don't turn up the stack limit. That's fair. Yarix says ranged physicals, Bard, Dancer, and Machinist. I chooses Bard to start at level 1. Well, says yeah, he has it. He has the name in Yu Yu. Suzaku from F14 is a Lady Firebird. Ah, didn't Suzaku have like a phoenix bird thing that like was with him? I feel like I remember that. Toon says Suzaku in this game is a phoenix woman. This is Suzaku in YOH 6 the Makai bugs on Keiko. Yes, I know who Keiko is, obviously. I would remember Keiko. Everyone remembers Keiko. That guy was great. He is my favorite in the group. Somebody else, Keiko. Grayson is a dancer. Don't besmirch Grayson that way. I was like, yes, he did have a green bird. See, I knew it. This is Keiko's literally Yusuke's love interest the whole series. Oh, that's right. I knew that. I was testing your knowledge, Lala. Obviously, I would never forget something that important. Yeah, of course, we all knew that. We all knew this. I was testing your knowledge. Look. Don't strip in public. That's rude. It's like that like cliche. What was that? I'm trying to think. There was a. I'm I remember, like, I feel like a lot of shows have done, but like the trope of like the two characters that like switch. I think it was a Teen Titans episode actually. Like, was it like the characters like switch bodies, but then like the one is being totally ridiculous without. Oh no, I think it was a Teen Titans episode, wasn't it? They, like switch bodies and it's ridiculous, and they get angry at each other because of it. Or was that Scooby Doo? I think that was Scooby Doo. The live-action Scooby-Doo. There's probably been a bunch of things that have done it. That's what I feel like right now. I feel like I've been body swapped. And it's not okay. It turns my dancer glam. Well, says, anyway, to your unasked question, yes, you can pick up Archer and Gridanian. In 2 years, you can have a level 90 bard. Quiet. Quiet with your unbelieving ways. I'll have a level 90 bard before Sunday. Because based on his track record, that sounds about right, Lala. You guys have no faith in me. So unbelievable. Clouds, I've never watched Yu Yu Hakusho and I really should. Honestly, Cloud, it's a really fun show. Like, it's one of those, like... It's a shonen anime that's, like, actually, like, really fun to watch because it's got essentially no filler. It's got a really good central cast. It's got some really good villains, some good fights. Like, it's like all the best things of a shonen anime, like any of the other kind of garbage, some of them kind of get bogged down with. So it's honestly, it's a fun watch. And the manga is also quite good, I will say. Like, the anime is like very faithful to the manga, but the manga is also a pretty good read, so whichever way you like it, it's a pretty good options. Well, it says really good Cloud classic in the way only 90s anime is. Cartoon says, why would we? I have so many reasons for you to have faith in me. I've been good at many things. Are. How do I? Guild investigator. Weren't you one of the? I'm sure you're well aware, but during All Saints' Wake, the city is filled with fiends in disguise. We have to ensure they don't succumb to their fundamental instincts. You best be watchful too. Didn't we talk to this guy like last year or the year before? I'm pretty sure. Simpkin. I feel like I remember Simpkin from last year. I remember laughing just as hard at Simpkin then. Traveling troubadour and master minstrel at your service. I shall be stopping here in Gridania for a time and keep my senses open to new inspiration. Great. So basically, like, every time there's like Ardor. Okay, that's this guy. I do like how they like will conveniently or like consistently like add back people that were in previous events. It's kind of a fun thing to do, you know. And that reminds me, I received an email from Kotobukiya about their limited edition Kurama figure. Kurama's pretty cool. Glad that they had caught a few episodes when it was on TV, but that's it. Ironically, the series was on DVD. And I think Yu Yu Hakusho is available to watch in a few places, I think. It's been a while since I've actually watched this. I don't know where it is now. Simpkin will have a quest when you become a bard, says a tune. I see. Also, they actually have a keychain of Yusuke. Wow. So fancy and cool and fresh. Okay, but let's see here. I guess since people are here and hanging out, I do want to ask what people think about Final Fantasy streams going forward. Like, I was talking about this earlier with because I did the polls on the channel over on the community tab. There's a couple of different polls I ran with essentially the same question phrased a couple of different ways, so I was trying to get clarity. But I'm just trying to understand, like, if there's genuine interest in people wanting me to continue playing 14 on stream versus I play 14 off stream and then like upload edited videos essentially of like the MSQ and such. And we probably would still stream like special events like this as a chance to kind of like goof off together. But I'm just curious what people think of that as you, the people who are here at the Final Fantasy stream. Because I've gotten mixed information from other people. Or at least like from the polls, I feel like I don't know if the poll is accurately representing what people actually want, because I feel like I've gotten negative feedback on MSQ stuff recently, because people don't like my opinions, I guess. What were they doing? Ethernet shard. I already did both votes with the tongue sticky outie. Okay, gotcha. But no, yeah, I'm just trying to figure out, because, like, it feels like when I stream Final Fantasy XIV recently, that, like, it kind of ends up being, like, a big, negative experience. Like, unintentionally so. But it just seems like my opinions about the game have been, like, irritating people. And I don't want it to be a thing where, ooh, why can't I actually walk on the box if I can walk next to the box? What's up with that? What am I actually standing on right now? Standing on nothing. Was I ever even real to begin with? Anyway. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out, 'cause, like, if people aren't actually having fun with the streams, then obviously... How do I... Help. Please. What the hell is my camera doing? Oh, because it's locked on Chloe. That was weird. I was like, what is happening? Yeah, anyway. 'Cause I'm just... I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out what's going to be, like, best in the long run for everybody. Because I want it to be, like, a fun experience for people. You know? I don't know. Cloud says, that's just people calling you out for your awful and wrong opinion. That's true. That's actually exactly the problem. Like, it's like, I don't want the streams to be, like, combative. Or, like, we're just, like, I don't want to be, like, arguing with people about the game, right? Like, because I want to be able to enjoy the game, like, the way I want to enjoy it. But I don't want people to feel like I'm just hating what's something they like. But I feel like that's kind of essentially what's happening. Is, like, people just think I'm being, like, really grumpy about the game and hating on it. When I'm like, I am having fun. Like, I'm playing the game because I like it. But I also just like complaining. Because complaining makes me happy. But I think that doesn't come off right to people. Strom says, I did both polls, and even though I'm not always here to catch live, just keep doing your streams, dude. Even the VODs are chill to watch. Oh, hey, Strom. Howdy, by the way. How you doing? Cloud says, I said to just continue it as streams. So I see. Now says, well, complaining makes you happy, but people don't like to hear you complain about things they like. That's exactly... I mean, that's what I just said, Lala. And I guess that's really what it comes down to, is, like, because I could just record the game off stream and upload it as videos, and then people could, like, kind of take it or leave it at that point. Because as far as, like, I don't know, because, like, if I'm gonna, like, be streaming games, I want to stream games that people want to watch when they're live. Like, because it seems like lately, like, if I'm streaming Final Fantasy XIV, it's with people who maybe don't like it, so it's just weird. Glad maybe I've missed too much. Mel says, so if you want to do that, I've already said I just won't watch. Cloud says, maybe I missed so much. I'm not trying to be rude, I'm just letting you know in advance. Mel says, I really just want you to be happy doing what you're doing. Right, like, I'm just trying to, like, find, like, the middle ground of, like, I don't know. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead, I want to start the Bard quest, or I guess Archer. Because I'll probably be doing a lot of this stuff off stream, but I want to get it started on stream. Like, kind of like with everything else I do, like, I'll do the quests on stream, probably just, like, on Tuesdays. Like, when we're, like, off schedule from, anime podcast. But I do want to, do the quests probably on stream, but, like, all the grinding I could do off stream, if you know what I mean, so. And we'll get this started right now, since we have the time. Is we have tried to give you different perspectives of anything. Whether you listen, that's you. Greetings, adventure, and welcome to the Archers Guild. It is here that archers the realm over gather to master the bow. We engage the enemy from a distance, ever seeking to alter the course of battle with a single well-placed arrow. If you have a mind to become an archer, then you have come to the right place. Do you wish to join our ranks? Marvelous! Allow me to enlighten you on the path of both our art and the guild. The bow is an ancient tool that has existed since before our fair nation came into being. As an implement of war and hunting both, it protects us from our enemies even as it keeps us fed and clothed. Archery as practiced in Gridonia was one of two distinct styles of bowmanship. The first was devised by the longbow sentries of the Elizin who once ruled the lowlands, while the second belonged to the shortbow hunters of the formerly nomadic Mikote. As you will doubtless be aware, both races ultimately came to call the Twelvewood home. Though the two peoples began as rivals, they gradually learned to live together in harmony. During this time, they learned from one another, their two schools of archery intermingling to give birth to the art it is known today. But this would have been possible were it not for the Trappers. But this wouldn't have been possible were it not for the Trappers League. The guild was established in order to promote sustainable hunting and cooperation within the hunting fraternity at large. As a happy consequence of this union, the guild's members came to engage in friendly contests of skill. Inspired by such competitions, a handful of the number began to focus on perfection as opposed to mere practicality, transforming a skill into what may be termed an art. These individuals would go on to form a guild of their own. Aye, the Archers Guild, where men and women gather to attain mastery over the bow. More than a few members of the God's Quiver loosed their first arrow within these very halls. And that, my friend, is a brief history of archery in Gridonia. Doubtless you are more eager than ever to take up the bow. It would be my pleasure to recommend you to our guild master. You must receive her permission if you are to join us. You would excuse us for a moment. I shall see to it that the relevant lists are amended. Pray speak to me again in a short while. Eagles says hello. Hi, Eagles. We've actually finished up the holiday event. So now we're doing spooky archer things. Ooh, so scary. But I want to get this started because I want to get my archer leveled up. I gotta get it leveled up to 90 before Endwalker, you know. It's gonna be a whole thing. But anyway, so let's go. We'll finish up the rest of this thing. So, you resolved to join the Archers Guild. Also, how are you doing, English, by the way? Resolved to join the Archers Guild? Athelina wishes you to reaffirm your desire to join the Archers Guild. I confirm. The look in your eyes bespeaks your determination. It would be my pleasure to refer you to Guildmaster Lucienne. Lest you worry unduly, Lucienne is an affable and kind-hearted woman. Even those not of the guild have been known to seek her counsel on various matters, and ever have they been given fair hearing. Lucienne awaits you in the training area yonder. Present yourself before her and impress upon her your desire to join the guild. I impress upon many people many things. Cartoon says, don't forget to stick the glam in your armoire. That, if you look at it, is uneven. Uneven, huh? Yeah. Hello. English says, be prepared for extremely long tooltips for some buffs. Hooray! I love extremely long tooltips. Greetings, adventurer. I am told you wish to join our ranks. I am Lucienne, the master of the Archers Guild, and I bid you welcome. Our doors are open to all who have the will to learn. Allow me to explain the basics of our art, and offer you a foretaste of that which we teach the members of our guild. The bow's greatest advantage is its range. Unlike those arms used in other disciplines of war, it allows one to strike at the enemy from afar. Though the bow may not boast the destructive force of a sword or spear, its myriad strategic applications more than compensate for their shortcoming. An experienced archer can immobilize an enemy by striking a leg, or sap its strength with a poisoned arrow. Rise to become a virtuoso of archery, and a veritable deluge of death will be yours to rain down upon your foes. By fighting from a distance, we can better assess the battlefield and thereby determine the most advantageous course of action. This is of paramount import, as our role in battle is to exploit the enemy's weaknesses. With the requisite placement and timing, but a single arrow may serve to turn the tide. To this end, the guild seeks to instill a discerning eye within its members, that they might learn to strike at vulnerabilities, swiftly and surely. Now, any half-wit can bend the bow, but it is no simple undertaking to become a skilled archer. You must be prepared for a long and arduous journey, and long and arduous tooltips. Are you resolved to complete that journey? I'm dedicated to archery, apparently. iTunes the Great doesn't read tooltips. It's true, they're optional. They wouldn't let me exit them if they were important. That is well. From this moment forth, you may consider yourself one of our number. Now, lend me your hunting log, if you would. I shall add to it the names of such creatures as would provide a fitting challenge to an archer. And to help you on your way, I bestow upon you this short bow. I got a short bow, let's go. Arm yourself with your new weapon and then speak to me again. I would have you undertake a trial to gauge your fitness to join the guild. We did it. Guys, we're so good at archery already. I'm so proud of us. Archer unlocked. Game's easy. How do I become an archer? How do I... Is it inventory? No. Armory. Wait, how do you equip weapons? Oh, wait. I see it. Oh, that's unfortunate. Hold on. Is that really the best I got? I'm an archer now, fear me. It's fine, it's good enough. Lucienne wishes to gauge your aptitude for archery. Oh, my aptness is impeccable. Ah, yes, the bow becomes you, Grayson. Now, before proceeding any further, I must needs gauge your innate aptitude for archery. To this end, I hereby assign you to the following trial. Slay the squirrels, ladybugs, and funguars that roam just beyond the city's gates. 3 of each should suffice. In so doing, you'll prove your fitness to join the Archers Guild. It goes without saying that you must do so using your bow. Report back to me when the task is accomplished. Go now, Grayson, and earn your place within these halls. We did it. Wow. Well, it says you're beautiful, Gray. Just what is that? So that's hilarious. Kappa can't use bows. I don't know. This is the only level 1 equipment I've got. Okay, I'm doing my best. I need you all to be a little more understanding. Okay. You guys are so rude. Okay, anyway. So I'm gonna do this. That's the wrong direction. This way. I guess what I could do, actually, just for the funsies. Eat himself an egg. Yeah, egg time. It says you don't even have the rest of the Crystarium armor set? Crystarium armor set? Level 1? I don't know, I just hit, like, recommend. Tiny Gremlin. You think you'd just be an archer anywhere, huh? You're just jealous of my sweet outfit. No, I needed that ground scroll. You level 35 Woodwhaler jerk. I'm gonna get to like level 7 by the time this is done. But anyway. I did want to say that it's Riaz. I'm level 3 already. This game's easy, guys. Riaz, I don't get credit for them if you kill them. Why are the fungors harder to find? Oh, there's one. Oop. We just gotta kill one more, I think. Is that it? Okay, I just have to report back to Lucienne now. The guard gear is level 1? Is it? I don't know. I'm just wearing what I was offered. I have nothing better. It's sad, but so. Oh, that reminds me. I guess I'll get this quest turned in real quick. But I do want to say, so I think tomorrow, as best I know, will be on for streaming. I need to confirm with Smo if he'll be available. And I guess with Carson also. But presuming they're available, we will be streaming as normal tomorrow. Sunday, I will not be streaming. I've got my sister's birthday party. It's happening. So no stream Sunday, most likely. I might be able to squeeze in like a small stream somewhere, but there's no promises. So I don't know exactly when or how long things will be going, you know. It's one of those. So sad but true. But I do want to. I think I'm going to take the extra time to like really ponder on the whole 14 streaming situation. Because I'm just trying to say, like, because like I do want to continue, like I want to continue the game, I want to finish it. I'm really trying to figure out like if I personally want to stream it too, like, because there's some things about like the streaming of the game that have become somewhat stressful. Mostly because it's getting so contentious. Like, that's not been fun for me either. No surprise. But, so I don't know. I need to think about it. 'Cause I know a lot of people are saying, like, continue. Some people are saying do not. And I guess I need to figure out, like, what I want to do. Or how, if I don't, like, how I would do others. Like, I need to figure that out, I guess. I'm probably going to take some time to figure that out while I take the break from 14 on Sunday. And hopefully by next Sunday we'll have like a firm conclusion. We'll have it worked out. We'll figure out what's going to be like the best, healthiest thing. Anyway, Lucienne. Welcome back, Grayson. It would seem you have successfully completed the trial. You have proven yourself worthy of a place within these halls. It is with pleasure that I name you an Archer of the Guild. As fellows of the Path, let us together strive for greater mystery of our art. Now, though you may be a member of the Archers Guild, know that your seniors will not coddle you with personal attention. It is up to you to seek out the consequences or the experiences you need to grow as an archer. By way of a first step, I encourage you to practice proper technique. Loose arrow after arrow, paying close attention to form until the new movement becomes second nature. When drawing your bowstring has become as natural to you as drawing breath, and the world seems clearer when viewed down the shaft of an arrow, return to me. Go well, my young apprentice. Hey, look who's level 5 and ready for the next class quest. Nifty. Eagles says, I didn't kill any, I've cured you twice. Thanks, Eagles. If you did your hunting log for Archer to help level up too, says Lala. I'll probably do that as well off stream. It's like the longest part of a level up sequence is like getting to the first dungeon. Then like dungeons get you levels pretty quick, it seems like. But unless the last time was my niece's birthday party. Oh, happy birthday to your niece. That's cool. It says, did you visit the event location, the decorated mansion that you talked to an NPC for? I didn't visit it on stream. I have been there before. As far as I know, it's the same thing that was there last year, right? Like, it's the same 2 locations. Like, and I know how it's got, like, the transformation-y things and all that. And I usually use it as a good chance to get, like, some sweet snapshots of characters for thumbnails that I never actually use. because I'm always at the last minute trying to put together thumbnails, and I need to be better about that because I'm terrible. As you missed that, I'm afraid. He says crud. I believe so, yes. June says, at the end of the day, it is ultimately up to you what you decide. You technically don't owe us an explanation on why you decided that, says Satoon. I mean, I know I don't, but, like, I don't know. I don't know, I feel like because you all are spending time here too, and so I feel like you all deserve a say in it, right? Like, I don't know. I try to be a benevolent dictator, I guess. I don't know. But like, I don't know, like, because for me, the funnest part of streaming is being able to hang out with y'all. Like, the games are like a sweet bonus, right? I've talked about this before, like, stream time is essentially my game time. Like, 90% of it anyway. Like, I occasionally will make time to play games outside of streams, but it's not terribly often. And so stream time is game time. And it also gets to be, like, fun hangout time with cool people. And so I want it to... I don't know. I do try to make these fun for you all. And I'm trying to be better about improving them. Though the very gods seem to fight me. I don't know if anybody's noticed, but like, we're ping tubing tonight. And if you weren't here at the beginning of the stream, you don't know maybe all the details. But essentially, my phone has been turned into a brick because Apple is made with hate. And I just don't have a camera right now, sadly. So we had a ping tube for today. But I'll figure that out. I'm also like, this is like a pure just like it is a passing thought, but like, if I stop VTubing, is anyone gonna care? Because like I'm reaching a boiling point with my model, like in terms of like trying to get it to work. I've spent hours, actual hours, so many hours trying to make it work, and it's like not cooperating. And I'm starting to get real close to fed up with it. And I'm really sad about that because it's a nice new model, but I'm getting really close to just like saying like Hef it and just being a flesh tuber. I don't know. Like, Law says, speaking of thumbnails, you have another week to make that Rogue Galaxy thumbnail my husband suggested. That's true. Actually, and Lol, you'll be so proud. I'll probably have time to make it a little bit better, but I did have a rough thumbnail done today. It wasn't like super pretty, but it worked. But I do want to see if I can find like a better, higher res image of the Rogue Galaxy, just like title image, you know. I'm having a hard time finding like a good one. But Law says, I honestly don't care. Ela says, I mean, you're you with or without the model. Gregorius says, it's spooky season. Gregorius, hey, it's been a second. Look at my spooky costume that I very intentionally chose. So spooky. I'm a green Skyrim character. I don't know. This is all the equipment my level 4 guy can have right now, so it is what it is. But, oh, hey, Rios. Nice shirt. Classy. Very blue. I like the Power Rangers now. So the pink tuber could be fine too. Get a nice one. I could get a pink tuber, I guess. It's just so ridiculous. Mel says, wow, I am proud of you for not just remembering, but for actually making it too, says Law. See, I do try, like I'm just bogged down in so many technical problems that like a lot of my forward progress is so slow because I feel like I fix one thing and then like 3 other things break, and then I spend time trying to fix those 3 things, and then I never have time to like add anything new. Like I've got all these like redeems I want to add to the store, all these like things I want to do on Discord, and I never get around to them because like I'm constantly like just scrambling to get things back to status quo. Like I can never... Oh, also, Gregorius, I'm sorry, I didn't... Also, hello properly to Gregorius. It's good to see you. I think I kind of like said hi to you quick, but... That's because the game's old, Gray, says lol. Anyway, yeah, I think that's going to be it for today. We finished up our spooky event, which was very fun. We got started on our archer, and I'll work on getting him leveled up off stream so we can do the quests, you know, on stream whenever we get to that kind of stuff. And I'll try to figure out what we're going to do in the future. I don't know. I want to get the model working because it's a nice model. And, you know, I got it done just barely. I want to be able to use it properly. And it's just not working right, and I don't know why. It's making me sad. So, I don't know. We'll see. Like, I'm like half joking about being like flesh tubing, but also it's like, at this point that might be easier. Like, because the whole reason for VTubing is like, because like it's the lazy way to do it. Because like I don't have to worry about having like my background all set up nicely. I don't have to like have like the camera all like good and focused, like good lighting and the color correction. Like there's like all these like things like with real cameraing. Like I can just kind of like shortcut by being a VTuber. But I mean, it doesn't seem like it's any easier at this point with how much problems I've been having. So I don't know. Maybe I'll put out a poll about that too, because the polls have been so helpful and accurate, you know. But anyway, thanks everyone for hanging out tonight. I do appreciate getting to see you guys and have fun with y'all. I don't know. I'm always interested to hear what people think. If you want to share any thoughts on the Discord, or like I've got some community posts up that you can always leave comments in. Like, so I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what's gonna. I mean, can't make everybody happy. That's just a. You know, that's impossible. But I do want to try to make this the best I can for who I can, right? So, I don't know. I'll try to figure that stuff out too this next week. But we'll probably be streaming tomorrow, so hopefully we'll see you there. Am I kidding? No, that's just weird. Hopefully we'll see you there. And yeah, we'll kind of go from there. Hope y'all have a good rest of your night. And I think that's pretty much it for me. I mean, the PingTuber is probably the easier one now, TBH. I mean, PingTuber, like, here's my personal thing. Is like, PingTuber is absolutely easy. For me, like, my personal eye, it's not very aesthetically pleasing. Like, I would probably rather just, like, turn on a real camera than be a PingTuber. Just because, like, I feel like... I mean, because the whole point I got, like, the new model was because, like, the new model is, like, much more expressive. It's like, I want to be able to, like, have, like, really good expressiveness. And PingTubing is, like, there's none of that. Because I realize that, like, I don't... I try to be better about this, like, when I'm conscious of it, but, like, I feel like I'm very naturally kind of monotone speaker. And so, like, I feel like my voice doesn't have tons of emotion compared to, like, other people, at least, like, comparatively. And so, like, I'm trying to make up for that by having, like, a more expressive model that actually, like, can match my face and stuff. I don't know. But, I don't know. Anyway. It's lots of things to think about. But, like, I think PingTuber's, like, probably the last thing I would personally want to do. Like, even if nobody else cares, like, I would kind of care, kind of a thing. Like, I would enjoy it less. iTunes says, it could be that other app that you're using that's not VTube Studio. I mean, so, here's the thing. That is absolutely the problem. Like, that other app is extremely problematic, and I don't know why. Because it seems like it works just fine for everybody else, but just doesn't work fine for me. Unfortunately, I had my model rigged specifically with that software in mind. And so I'm kind of like up a creek on that, where like I either can get the model recommissioned essentially like with different rigging just for the regular software, and it'll be less expressive, less good, but it will probably be less buggy, so I mean I might have to do that. It's probably gonna be a whole process. And that might be the solution. It's just annoying because I don't know, it's like I get like it's a funny haha that like, you know, Grayson always has technical problems, that's the joke. But like it's kinda heartbreaking. Like it's getting so heartbreaking that like everything just never works. Like I just can't catch a break. It's starting to like, it kind of makes me like the real kind of sad. Like it's just really upsetting. But I don't know, we'll figure it out. Law says the most helpful and accurate even. Law says it's true your voice usually emotes when you're mad or when you're being mischievous. Yeah, and I realize that's like something that like, I don't know what it is. That's like sometimes like this always just like been how I talk. And I guess I could do like some speech lessons on how to be more emotive. Like I don't know, like I just tend to speak very dryly, I guess. I don't know. It's very strange. And like, and if I'm really conscious of it, I can kind of add a bit more inflection, a bit more ups and downs and bounciness to the voice. It's like I can do it like for like voice acting to an extent. I'm not great at it, but I don't know. It's a whole thing. Igla says vakud, valid, darn keyboard. I see. But anyway, I think that's it for today. Thanks everyone for hanging out. We'll catch you tomorrow. Hopefully with Smo and Carson. We'll see how it goes. And then we'll just we'll play it by ear. I'll probably keep posting things in the community tab on the channel, so keep an eye out there. And you know, I'll be talking in the Discord too. Let people know the progress of things, how they're going. Hey, Eagles. How you doing? Yeah. Wow, so nice of you. Wow, so kind. Hatusa, speaking Japanese has ruined you? I mean, honestly, like, it was even before I learned Japanese, honestly, because like, I used to get this thing in... I used to have a lot of problems in high school and middle school, honestly, where like people just like thought I was like really depressed or like really angry all the time because they said I had like a really dead voice. And I was like, I don't know, this is how I talk. And so I think, I don't know. I guess my heart must have died years ago. Actually, I haven't really, I don't know. I really should practice being more emotive. I wonder if part of the problem with like my new, I don't know, anyway. Now, the speaking Japanese was so nice because in a lot of ways, like, learning Japanese was, like, very easy for me because it's, like, such a monotone language that, like, that part of it was, like, really easy for me. Like, pronunciation, like, I had really excellent pronunciation in the Nihongo. Even if my grammar was, like, you know, elementary school student. You know, I could make my point. Anyway. We gotta get out of here. It's getting a little bit past the time, and I gotta get up early tomorrow. Because the weekends are the days I don't sleep in, apparently. Now, so my biggest problem is figuring out if you're being sarcastic or a butthead, or if you're legit clueless about something. I mean, to be hundo honesto, Lala, I am pretty clueless a lot of the time. Like, I am sometimes joking, and I am sometimes, or probably usually not joking. Like, I mean, maybe I sometimes, if I figure it out, I might continue to act dumb, But even then, usually not. Like, I just... I struggle sometimes. What can I say? At least you admitted, I guess, is Lala. But anyway, thanks everybody for hanging out tonight. It's always fun to have you. And we'll continue to figure things out. I don't know, we'll figure it out. I mean, I've said this a million times, like, I'm committed to keep doing this in one way or another. Like, I am fighting the very universe at times to make it happen, but gosh darn it, we're gonna keep streaming, because, I don't know. This is certainly helping me stay sane, so... Even though it also makes me go insane occasionally. We'll figure it out. I don't know. And I appreciate y'all and your infinite patience for all the shenanigans. So, yeah, we'll figure it out. So, thanks for hanging out tonight. It's all three at once, a clueless butthead. So rude. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching. We'll catch y'all another time. Hope you have a good night. Hope you have a delightful weekend ahead of you. I don't know. I hope good things for you, because y'all are pretty cool, and you deserve it. You deserve to have nice things, especially you. This is thanks for streaming in general. Yeah. Anyway, we'll see y'all next time. So, all right. Have a good night, everybody. Bye bye.